This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Drake and J. Cole, and Joe Budden kind of teases that J. Cole took Drake out on that song, and I have to agree. Like, Drake came for friends, J. Cole came for competition, and Joe Budden is right about that. Joe Budden, being an MC, was very right about that. He knows. I trust his opinion on that more than anybody. Joe Budden responded to Drake on Clubhouse just saying, like, Drake shouldn't have been more vulnerable earlier in his career than he is now. And so he should be more confident he's in his career than ever right now. But yeah, he's relying on Lil Yachty way too much, he says. And he's right. He says Drake is the guy who has it all figured out and the guy who is the top of this whole thing. People go to him for help. You don't go to Lil Yachty for help. And I think that's where Drake made a big mistake on this album. I mean, Lil Yachty is a good friend of Drake's and probably can help him with, cadence or just, changing things up a little bit so they don't sound redundant. But I think the album just doesn't sound 100% Drake. And I know that sounds weird, but it just doesn't. I love the J. Cole and Drake song. I wish Drake was a little more competitive on that song. It's not like J. Cole was trying to take Drake out on the song. Now, Joe Budden and Drake have been going back and forth, and Mal from the Rory and Mal show, which used to be obviously part of Joe Budden, showing super love to Drake, like they think they're going to get, in with Drake by hating on Joe Budden, by just showing Matt's. I mean, they were basically licking Drake down in these comments. Just, oh, Drake, every comment, money bags, it's just like, bro, stop, okay? Stop. Now, I can't wait to hear Joe Budden's response to Birdman. Birdman was pretty nice about it. He said he had a lot of respect for Joe and everything. It's just that don't go so hard on the GOAT. But I don't like how Birdman and everybody's coming after anybody who is criticizing the album. An album like this can be criticized. It's art that was put out there. It's great that Drake is showing up for work still every year when he doesn't have to. I mean, he's at the top and he has plenty of money and he doesn't have to put out an album every year. He could make people wait years, but he does feed his fans. But let's not act like people aren't paying for streaming and paying to go to his shows and everything. It's still support, without listeners, there's nothing. So people were investing and they were a little bit let down. It's just a fact. And it can be criticized. It's not free. I'm sorry, it's just not. Aziela Banks gives her take on everything, talking about, Drake know his nose job and liposuction is not hip-hop. Does Drake know no one who actually understands hip-hop? A culture born from oppressed and don't really care about his soft-toothed, colonized, confused, mixed-race attempts to exhibit. She's going a little too hard. Can you make some more lugs and quit threatening people online? That was funny. She said that about Birdman. She says, does Birdman know tacky and how much a loser he looks, threatening Joe? Loved the verse on Constantly Hating, but it has been a minute since anyone cared for your music, and Drake is redundant. You know what? I think she's going to replace Melissa Ford on Joe Budden's podcast. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. Because I think Melissa Ford's going to leave. We'll see, though. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Peace. Oh, yeah. Hit the like button and subscribe button.